So the next topic what we are going to discuss in today's session is instance. So instance context in inheritance. It is very, very important. I think we know what is mean by instance. Tell me for this instance, which concepts will comes under instance? Anyone tell me? Which are instance context?
Variable, method, blocks.
We have
Inheritance.
instance variables are there. Then we have instance methods are there. Sir, instance methods in the sense constructors also will comes under instance part only. And at last instance blocks. Can I say these four tools are nothing but what? Instance. Can I say whenever an object got created, a separate variable will be created. By using that object, we can call instance methods. Constructor will be executed automatically. Instance block also will be executed automatically. This part already we covered. So I think you have very clear clarity. These are called as what? Instance. What about static? Static variables, static methods, static blocks. But there is no static constructors because I already told for constructor, it is purely related to object. Static keyword is not allowed for constructors, which we already discussed in our previous class. Sir, any questions on this instance context? Because I'm going to take multiple examples, friends. You need to answer for everything. That's why. Clear up to this, please confirm.
Yes, sir.
Right. So let me add some theory points. Around 4 to 5 lines theory is there. First, let me add that. See, in the case of inheritance, okay, if we are creating, or if we create object for child class, so then what will happen? JVM has to execute child class constructor. So child class constructor automatically. Correct, sir? Correct.
Yes, sir.
Child class constructor is going to be executed automatically. Let me check by taking one simple program. Really, is it correct or not? See, I am taking one constructor here, A, system dot out.println of a cons. That means what? A class constructor. Like this, I am taking B class constructor like this. Now I am creating object for B. Please confirm, friends. What is the output of this particular program? Anyone tell me what is the output of this particular program?
A cons, B cons. A constructor, B constructor.
No, only B constructor, right? Why? Because we created object for which one? Please confirm.
Child class B.
Then it will execute only child class constructor, not parent class. Sir, everyone correct?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But
Only B.
class B extends A, right?
Then constructor means what? We have a basic thumb rule. What is that thumb rule? When constructor will execute.
Yeah, when by calling the method, by using object, we are calling method. Then
That's
only
all. Here object is created only for B, right?
Okay.
That's why.
Okay.
So what is the output that we are going to get?
Only
Have a
B.
look once. Only B. But see, the output is both A and B. So why means there are 2 points I want to address. First point, what is the purpose of this particular program? We are not required to create object for A. By using B class objects itself, we can have the control over A class. With that intention only, we are using this inheritance. That is the first point. That means we won't get any chance. We won't get any chance for creating object for A class. Is my first statement is clear?
Yeah, clear, sir.
And second point, So soon I'm going to discuss about one topic. Like in this B class constructor, it is having one instruction internally. So to call A class constructor, how it is going to be called later I will discuss. That's why in the case of inheritance, so what will happen if we are creating object for a child class, then JVM has to execute child class constructor automatically. But just before executing, okay, child class constructor, JVM will execute its parent class. Please remember, no argument constructor. Parent class, no argument constructor. So if it is available, it will execute. If it is not available, what will happen? JVM will create, compiler will create the no argument constructor, right? Based on that, it will execute. This is nothing but what is the flow. Okay, so I will take this example as it is for you to understand. Sir, okay, fine. You are talking about no argument constructor, no problem. Suppose consider here in parent class, there is one constructor which is receiving integer argument. Now what will happen? Observe carefully. Is the program is going to compile? No, sir. Why? Because in the child class, it is having one special instruction. What is that instruction? Array, can you please execute parent class constructor which is not having any arguments? But here there is an argument, right? That's why what will happen? It is nothing but we are searching for no arguments. So but it is expecting integer arguments. Required is integer, but found is nothing but what? No arg. Sir, where we are calling? Have you observed inside B? Virtually it is creating, physically you can't see. If you want, later we will talk about that, but the instruction what we have here is super. Later we will discuss about that. So why we are getting this compile time error, I think you people understood very clearly. Any questions on these two programs? Please confirm.
Sir, the child class, we have created the object for the child class, but the previous example, we have expected to print only the child class object.
That's what I'm telling. In the case of inheritance, whenever you are creating object for a child class, before executing child class constructor, it will check who is the parent of B. If it is available, it will first execute parent class constructor. In the parent class constructor, we have an option to define different types of constructors, right? So it will always search for no argument constructor. Clear, madam?
Okay, sir. Even though if we don't call that method by using object,
it will
will
be
still
automatically called.
Okay.
Sir, everyone clear with this point? Please confirm.
So like that means a compiler adding the super keyword, right, in that B constructor, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Clear, guys? Everyone, please confirm.
Yes.
So now what I am doing is I am removing this line here. Now tell me, is there any error in the code? Please confirm.
No.
No, because in this we are trying to call no argument constructor. Then immediately compiler will check. Array in A class, is there any no argument constructor? No. Then let us create one constructor which is called as what? Default constructor. That's why, so it will print only B constructor. I hope this example is clear for you. Any queries up to this, please respond so that I will take multiple examples. Clear?
Yes.
Now, so next I want to make one more class here. Let us take A class constructor, okay, B class constructor. I'm creating one more class like C, which is extending B, and here I'm taking C class constructor. I'm creating object for C class. Tell me, friends, what is the output of this particular program now?
A constructor, B constructor, C constructor.
Yes, good. A constructor, it will print, then B constructor, it is going to print, then C constructor also it will print. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, Let me check. Really, is it coming or not? Yes, A constructor, B constructor, C constructor. So now after this, what is the next thing that I'm doing here is just I'm going to remove this one. Now tell me what is output?
A constructor, C
A,
constructor.
C,
A constructor and then C constructor. Like that we have. Clear, guys?
yes.
Clear, sir.
Now, so last example related to these constructors. Now listen carefully. I am taking in A class integer I, A class a constructor. So here I am taking integer I, B class constructor. Here also I am taking integer I, C class constructor. Now here I am passing 100. Now what is output?
It's a compile time error, right?
Why compile time error, sir?
So, sir, like when because sir B class don't have default constructor, right? So in C class we have
Yes.
to call B class constructor.
Yes. Whenever you are writing this line, first the control will go here.
Yes.
And inside this, what is a virtual statement that we have? Super. Is there any argument here? No.
No.
That means this line is created by default. So it will always search for super means what? Parent. It's a parent class constructor without any argument.
Right.
So then we are going to get error message. Clear? Huh?
Yes.
So you can see while calling B, while calling C, we are getting error. Okay. But as of now, it is too early to talk about super keyword. But if I want all these three messages, is there any possibility? Yes. Here we can write super by our own. Now, what is the meaning? Whatever value that you are giving, that value I am passing to super class. Now this will execute. And here also I am going to pass super of I. So it is passing this value to A. Now what is output we will get?
A plus B plus C.
The constructor, C.
Because we are creating super keyword manually. That's why compiler will never add that. So whenever you are not creating, compiler will add automatically. Sir, everyone feeling comfortable up to this related to the constructors? Please confirm.
Sir, what is the difference between inheritance and the instance context?
No, madam. Why these two are two different things? We are not required to make the difference.
Okay.
So in general, what will happen whenever we are taking an independent class, when we create an object, this will execute automatically. That we know already. But when comes to the inheritance, there is one speciality is there. What is that speciality? So we never create object for parent class, right?
Yes.
So in such cases, how that constructor will get a chance? That part we are going to discuss now. Clear?
Okay. Okay, sir. Clear.
Now the next level complex program I am writing. Please have a look once and listen carefully and tell me the answer. See, I am taking class A. Okay. I am printing A class constructor. After that, integer I is equal to M1. We can call like this. There is no problem. I am taking integer M1. Okay. So which is printing some message saying, so A class method M1. And then it is returning 111. Now observe carefully. I am creating object for A class. Tell me friends, what is the output that we will get for this program?
A constructor only.
A constructor.
Only A constructor, correct?
Yes.
Only A constructor. But see, what is the output that you are going to get? A class method M1 and then A constructor. Sir, why? What is the reason? Sir, very simple. Whenever you have taken like this, so how many instances are there? First, it is going to execute
Only
instance variable, correct?
yes, sir.
So in the instance variable, I is equal to, are you giving any value? No, we are calling a method. So that's why what will happen? That method will get a chance. So A class method M1 and then the value which you have given is assigned to this I variable. After that, is there any instance variables? No, completed. Then what will happen? So it is going to execute constructor. This is the order. Clear?
Okay.
Sir,
So first
everyone
instance
understood?
so first
As of
instance
now,
variable.
as of now, first instance variable, then
Yeah,
constructor.
for this example only. Yeah. Okay.
So what about instance method? Instance method will never execute, right? Because whenever you
Yes.
are calling, then only it will be executed. Clear, madam? Please confirm.
Sir,
Yes,
the
sir.
first, in this case, the first compiler will go line number 3 and then it will print a
No,
constructor.
not line number 3. Whenever you are creating an object, for which class you are creating object?
A
A class. In the A class, in which direction the instance content will be executed means first instance variable. That's what I have written here. First priority for instance variables. So next priority for constructors. Clear?
Sir, what is the meaning of line number 6? Like, are we assigning the
we are
to I,
creating one variable. For
and
that
we are
variable, we are calling one instance method.
oh,
Whatever method that is returning value, that value I am assigning here.
okay. Now I value is 111.
Yes, I value is 111. But before returning, it is printing some message, right? That's why
Class.
the first line in the output is nothing but this one and then this one. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Now I am taking one instance block also inside this system.out.println of. So A class instance block IB. Now see what is the output that we are going to get here. Java C test.java Java space test. Sir, first as usual instance variable, then after that instance block, after that constructor. So what is the first priority it will give? Instance variable, then instance block, then constructor. Again I am writing whenever this line got executed. So first it is going to check is there any instance variables. Since instance variable is assigned with a method call, so first this line is going to be executed. First line, first output. Then it will check for instance block. So then it is going to check for constructor. The order is clear. Please confirm.
Yes, sir. Sir, if you change the order of instance block and instance variable, is that matter?
Let me check. First, I am going to take here instance block. Now see, is there any change in the output? Is there any change?
Instance
There
block.
is
Yes,
a
sir.
change.
Change,
Yes.
right?
Instance block
Yes,
executed.
yes. Now see, suppose here, 1 second. So I am taking this one at very last. Now see what will happen. Sir, clear?
Yes, sir.
So here, first which one is executing?
Instance block.
Instance block. Then which one is executing?
Variable declaration.
Method call. I mean this variable declaration.
Instance
Then
variable,
only
yes.
constructor. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Even though constructor is present at the very beginning, first priority will be given for instance
block.
variable and then instance block. In which order it is coming, in that order it will get a chance.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay.
Clear?
Okay.
So
Based on the order only.
can I use the word called first instance variable and instance block? So later constructor. Clear?
Yes. So both are depends on the order, right?
Yes. In which order you are taking, in that based on that. Okay. Now,
Got it.
sir, I'm going to add some confusion now. What is that confusion is? So class B extends A. Okay. So inside this, as the first line, I'm taking integer j is equal to m2 and integer m2 I'm taking. So inside that system.out.println of what I'm doing, B class method m2 I'm taking and it is returning 222. Now observe, I am creating object for which one? B class. B is equal to new B. Tell me what is output, friends?
B class method M2.
So first we created object for B class. It will go to B class and it will execute all the instances. Correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Now see what is the output that we are going to get. Sir, A class instance block. Then A class method M1. Then A class constructor, then only B class method M2. That means in the case of instance context, if a class is extending any other class, first it will look all the instance context inside A. After that, B class instance is going to execute. Sir, is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Even though if this is, I mean,
Whether
it's
you are calling
executed.
or not, the order is same.
Okay.
So in class A, first priority will be given for what? Instance
Instance
variables and
variable
instance
and
block.
instance
So
method, but why?
later constructor.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Then,
Now you can see
but,
first we created B. So
right. In
it
this
will go
case,
to B class. Who is the parent of B class?
A.
A. So first it has to execute all the instances inside A. What is the priority? First instance variable. Sir, is there any instance variable? But before instance variable, instance block is there, right? That's why first instance block.
But before that, the class B also having instance block and instance variable.
Madam,
Then,
first whenever you are invoking with the child, first it will redirect to parent. Alright, please, can you please execute all the things which are present in parent? Then I will get a chance.
Sir, actually, one question. Why is sir always getting the parent? Because of it's happening
See,
the order of loading class loading?
order of loading a class, no. See, whenever you are creating object for B, if there is any parent, we won't create parent class object, right?
Yes, correct.
So parent class object instance we are using in the child class, correct? See,
yes,
this M1 we can use in B class.
Okay,
Now you
okay.
can use, because if it is available to the B, then only you can use, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
got it, got it. Okay, so like first parent class would be all the instances would be loaded, then only
child class. Okay.
okay.
So now as a part of this first instance block, correct? So
Yes.
then after that class instance
variable.
variable, that's why this is the second line. Then A class a constructor, because it is a no argument constructor, right?
Yes.
Then what will happen?
Child class.
So class A completed. Then come to class B. So first instance variable. That's why what will happen? This one is getting the next priority. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now assume here I'm going to add one instance block. System.out.println of, so B class instance block. Now, so first instance variable, then instance block. That's why there is no change in the output, but at last B class instance variable will get a chance. Clear, friends?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Now I'm taking constructor also. When constructor will get a chance?
After the instance variable and instance block.
Invalid method.
Sorry, we have to take it as a B.
Okay.
Now see. So first A class instance block. So A class method 1. Okay. Then A class constructor. Then B class method 2. So then B class instance block, and at last B class constructor. Sir, up to this no queries, I think so.
Yeah, no queries.
Clear?
Yes.
This is nothing but a very beautiful example what we have now. So next example, observe carefully. I am taking one more class, like class C I am taking, which is extending B, and C class constructor. So then integer k is equal to M3, and M3 I am taking. So C class method M3 and return 333 and C class instance block. So what I will do is, so I am going to change the order. So constructor I will use in the middle. Then method also I will use in the middle. So just I changed the order. Let me check. So we are creating object for which class? C class. Tell me first, it will go to C class.
B class. Yes.
Who is the parent of C?
B class.
B class. It will go to B class. Who is the parent of B?
A class.
It will go to A class. Then first priority instance variable. And then instance block. But first instance block is coming. That's why first one. then second, then third. There is no change. Then
Mm.
it will come to the B. Now what
B.
will happen? So instance
This is
method,
variable.
then I mean instance variable, then instance
Instance
block,
block.
then
Then
constructor.
constructor.
So then C class. So it is
Instance
calling
variable.
instance variable. So that means what? This is nothing but next line output, correct? I
Yes, sir.
think
Yeah.
seventh line. Then eighth line is nothing but this one. Then
Yes.
ninth line is nothing but constructor.
Constructor.
Let me check, is it correct? So whatever output we got in the previous case, same output only. So C class method M3, okay. Then C class instance block, okay. Then C class constructor. So I think you got very clear clarity. So how the instance flow is happening with respect to inheritance. Now later they can give any kind of example like this. You are in a position to detect output for this program. Especially in the certification, they are going to give this kind of content, sir. Sir, everyone feeling comfortable up to this?
Yes, sir.
Any queries, guys? Please confirm. What about others? Please don't sleep. Sir, clear everyone?
Yeah, clear, sir.
Can I go for the next concept, which is nothing but a static context? How the static context is going to work, we will see now. Sir, clear up to this?
Yes.